I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday. On this Monday, man, y'all smash that like button, sub it to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, man, of course, I don't have the mic ready, but we here in action right here. My bad, everybody. But yeah, hopefully audio is all ready. So let's start this again. So welcome back to Music Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub it to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. What I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we have Music Monday, which is today, man. So if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, or if you just want to check out some of the other channels inside of the Discord, sign up for that Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Where, of course, we talking a little bit of everything over there, from sneakers, a lot of sneaker talk, definitely. We got a sports section, a food section, and we have a music section. But It's a nice topic, man, because I'm only going to be on this joint for like an hour. So I want to just do a like update on a few things real quick. Y'all let me know if y'all come in and out, if audio and visual is okay as well. My bad for that rough start, but you know what I'm saying? I will say when my Mondays start, it's like, it's always on. I'm gonna just leave it there, right? Okay. But we're talking pretty much Kim and Kanye. Looks like there's some more beef coming in. So apparently Kanye dropped a song last week that features his daughter, and obviously Kim's got some feelings about it, as she should. So we're gonna talk about that. And ironically, it features Diddy, right? Okay. So seems like, I guess Kim felt like she should have got some approval on that, which I completely understand that. And then also we're going to be talking Diddy's pretrial hearings, and they're doing their very, very best to try to get this Cassie footage thrown out. So we're going to be talking about that. J-Rock was arrested. That is a rapper from, to the best of my knowledge, California. And then Soulja Boy's civil case starts. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to start with a J-Rock joint, and then we're going to go to Soulja Boy, and then we'll transition to Ye and close out with Diddy. I feel like if I work backwards, because I feel like these J-Rock's arrested in a Soulja Boy situation is not going to take me too long to get through, and then we'll do an update on pretty much Kim and Kanye, which Kanye has been all over the place. And to be honest, man, Kanye is a person that we can not only talk about him musically, but we can talk about him, as far as in the fashion world, the sneaker world, you name it. So it looks like we got No Hype in the building. Says salute. So what up? What up? As y'all coming out, definitely smash that like button. So let's get started. I think I'm gonna start with the J-Rock joint because I did put that in the Discord today. Shameless plug. And then let me share my screen. Give me like 2 seconds. Let's see. Boom. You guys should be seeing my screen right here, Music Monday. So pretty much, right? J-Rock arrested in Los Angeles for firearm possession. Now, I don't know the legal ins and out of like what the rules is for like carrying a firearm in Cali, but I mean, you seen it go down over there, but I think they're probably, and I don't know if they're on the levels of as strict as say like a New York or a DC, but apparently saying he's carrying it illegally. You know what I'm saying? So basically that means it's not registered. So when you get a firearm, to the best of my knowledge, right? You pretty much have to, like, case in point, in the state that I'm in, when you get ready to buy a firearm, you pretty much they have to do a background check on you, and it runs through the police department. And then, so if you want your concealed permit, then that's a whole nother separate thing too. But either way, it should be registered because that's what the police do. They verify what you're about to buy, because if something go off, they need something to start somewhere to say is trace it back to you. Now, of course, and I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do here, but if you ever have to use it, make sure you're trying to use it in the proper way, man. But I was gonna go in depth, but I'm not gonna do that, right? Okay. But my thing is this: we see this happen time and time again, right? Where people say, they have this, but my thing is this: if you're gonna have it, make sure you're as legal as you possibly can be. And I know that's a gray area, but make sure you're as legal as you possibly can be with the firearm. And then make sure, man, honestly, don't use a joint. And I'm not saying he did here, but I'm just saying, like, obviously he felt he needs to have one on him for a reason, because apparently it goes down in Cali. You know what I mean? But my thing is this: that should be your last resort. But if you gotta do it, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, and that's at everybody's discretion. But it says, according to the Los Angeles Police Department, J-Rock attempted to flee police when he was stopped for trespassing. So that's where it started, and they probably found the firearm from there, if I had to guess. So it says J-Rock was arrested in Los Angeles on Thursday. Police stopped him for an alleged trespassing Nickerson Gardens. So I'm not sure which area that is. It says, as reported by NBC Los Angeles, the Grammy Award-winning rapper was detained by the Los Angeles Police Department at approximately 6 p.m. So pretty much they obviously, if he was caught trespassing, they obviously did other things too, right? Let's see where we at real quick. It says March 13th, police apprehended him for trespassing and drinking in public in Nickerson Gardens, which is where he grew up. So I guess that's the area he grew up in, so he obviously felt comfortable being there. So, I mean, why would he, if that's where he feels his home, I can see why he's there. Says, which is where he grew up. He attempted to flee from the vehicle, but the police apprehended him and searched his vehicle, where a firearm was allegedly discovered. He has been booked on suspicion of felony weapons. So I'm pretty sure he's probably going to get bail, and he probably is already out at this point. But my thing is this too, dog, like, felony weapons violation. So this is my thing. My thing is, it ain't no point in Well, within reason. You got to use your own discretion. But I mean, like, if you get pulled over by the police, you don't have to tell them everything. Just do what you got to do, and then you got to fight it out that way. For the people who run, when they catch you, that doesn't help your case. And we seen this time and time again. I seen what NBA YoungBoy ran one time. Even right down, we can take it all the way back to OJ. But obviously, those people felt like, hey, they were at like a threat at their life that they was concerned. It says when reached for comment by Complex on Friday, a representative from the LAPD, which is I'm assuming Los Angeles Police Department, confirmed Rock was arrested on Thursday. He was arrested on March 13, 2025 for I guess 29800 PC ex-con with the gun. So pretty much the representative confirmed since J-Rock was previously convicted of a felony, he is prohibited from possessing possessing a firearm per California law. Yeah, and that's most states. That's not just Cali. Like I don't like this rule. I don't like this rule at all. I don't like that if you are a felon, you're not supposed to have a firearm. That's not cool. I mean, and it depends. And then my thing is, it depends on what the felony is for. In my opinion, I think that should be a case by case basis. But at the same time, I feel like you still should be able to have one in your home. You know what I mean? And this is the same thing we can talk about what happened with Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still had, even though he had a strap and he didn't have it legally because he was probably a prior felon. Had he not had it, he may have not been here anymore. He got convicted on manslaughter or whatever, which is unintentional death. But at the same time, it was truly self-defense. But I feel like that his record behind him did not help either. But at the same time, had he not had that strap, I mean, think about it. Same thing, if we can bring it back to all the way to like XXXTentacion, right? Rumors is, and this may not be the case, but he didn't have a strap because of what he was going through, right? Think about it, right? He was trying to move right and move carefully. And my thing is this, maybe if he had a strap, things may have been slightly different. And I'm all right for bare arms, dog. But as long as you use it carefully and use it responsibly, you don't need to be waving around and letting and I'm not saying this is what he's doing, but at the same time, it's another reason why I feel like he fled, right? And I guess maybe he felt that was just the best thing to do at this time because he already knew how it was going to go. But now he's going to have to pay, well, I don't say have to, but legal fees are going to add up, whether he chooses to get legal representation or which you have the right to an attorney no matter what. And the police is supposed to tell you that. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney as well. Now, on the flip side, and I was just talking to one of my family members yesterday, one of the biggest things that I have a love-hate for is attorneys because they charge a lot of money. But at the same time, I guess they're saying like, hey, if you stay out of trouble, you're going to have to, you know what I mean? I see both sides. Look like we got SISA in the building. Says salute. What up? What up? Says J-Rock 39 has not commented on the rest. And that is the best thing. Keep your mouth closed. Let your medias do your talking or whatever and speculate. But the only people he need to be talking to is legal representation or when he gets in the courtroom. And to be honest, that's the best way to handle it. It says the rapper made an appearance on Kendrick Lamar's The Pop Out Can and Friends concert in Los Angeles last year as a part of the Brief Black Hippie Reunion. He also performed at the TDE annual holiday toy drive alongside the likes of Absol, Dolce, and Schoolboy Q and SZA. He hasn't released a major studio album since 2018, Redemption. However, he's been teasing a project entitled Eastside Journey and dropped a string of singles in 2023. This is my thing. Ironically, off mode but on mode. I actually have seen him in concert. I rock with some of his music, not all, but he did his thing on the Kendrick song. To be honest, this would have been a great person to bring out Kendrick should have brought out at the Super Bowl. Versus trying to, make it all about Drake. And I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole tonight either. But my thing is this, that could have been a great rollout too, to bring all the West Coast artists that he's worked with, to the Super Bowl and really give them their shine too. But I've seen him perform. I've also seen Nipsey perform. Actually, it's funny because there's no pictures of this. Some people took some pictures. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but ironically, these guys actually, the Game was the bigger artist. But believe it or not, J-Rock would open up for the Game, and so did Nipsey. And it wasn't on no like they're better than Game, this and or Game was better than them. It's just that Game was just a popping artist at the time, but they were on the road. So it is weird though, because that place where they perform, man, just very interesting. I'm gonna just leave it right there. But those were good times though. Me and the homies had good times on that joint. So pretty much, I guess we'll say more to come for J-Rock. We'll see how it goes. And I knew this story wasn't gonna take me too long, but I know the running part is not gonna necessarily help him. But I mean, at the same time, he probably got in defense mode, and that's what he felt like he needed to do. Now let's transition onto this. Soulja Boy faces trial over R, and I'm saying that for YouTube, and kidnapping allegations begins, which I didn't even know this was a thing, and probably I haven't covered, but maybe I can get a little backstory real quick, because Soulja Boy has been pretty quiet for the most part, man. And now, every now and then he'll go on those rants, but it's like, dog, honestly, I ain't gonna tell him to make another hit, because I feel like those days are come and gone. But I mean, honestly, he can still travel the road and still get a bag. But at the same time, this doesn't mean this is true. But it says the rapper is accused of actual, and I'm saying it like that on purpose for YouTube, assault and false imprisonment, emotional distress, and more. So I didn't even know this, but this actually parked up from March 15th is whenever this was posted. But let me see if we can get a little backstory. It says Soulja Boy's actual assault civil trial has begun in Santa Monica, California. So this is a trial where pretty much it's civil. So if he lose, I don't think this means he's going to jail. I think this means he just got to pay a lot of money, which some tells me if he got legal representation, he's already spending a lot of money already, right? Okay. But now, with this, the civil case, if you lose, you got to spend even more money. Says the trial commenced on Thursday with a prosecution giving their open statements. According to the news release, a woman claiming to have worked with Soulja Boy as a professional assistant accused him of actual battery or assault, false imprisonment, and emotional distress, unpaid overtime, and a hostile work environment in a lawsuit filed back in 2021. Okay, so wow, this is all the way from 2021. We're already in 2025. Pay attention here. That sees how long this stuff takes to go to trial. And my thing is this, Soulja Boy didn't settle out of court, so maybe he truly feels like he didn't do nothing wrong. And we'll see here. Says the woman listed as Jane Doe, which basically that means they're not going to identify who it is, because they know that if you do, people will, no matter how you slice and dice it, they will find her. They will find her social media and this and the third. Says she began working with Soulja Boy as a personal assistant in 2018 and claimed within the first month of employment, the rapper sent her photos of his of his peen. I'm going to leave it right there. Says, but they developed a romantic relationship. She also claimed the rapper born DeAndre Cortez Way physically and sexually assaulted her, including kicking, punching, spitting, and threatening to kill. Wow. My thing is this, but if you was already, this is my thing, and I'm not trying to take up for Soulja Boy here, but if you were starting that, like, if you ever been involved with somebody or y'all been flirting low key, even if she do work for you in this, that's not a good thing too, right? And I'm not trying to belittle Soulja Boy or hurt anybody, but one thing that I don't really condone in or don't really recommend, and I'm not saying this hasn't happened because we're all human, but the one thing I was taught, the saying is simple: you don't do number two where you sleep and eat at, right? I'm not saying as simple as like, yo, you need to keep it professional as much as possible, which I know that's easier said than done, but usually when you start talking to somebody out of like that you work with or that in your neighborhood, like you pretty much is taking a gamble. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But if it goes left, then it's gonna be awkward. I've been there before, right? It says on the accusing defendant Way punched plaintiff so hard in the head she lost consciousness, only to wake up to an locked room with no mattress, food, or water. The lawsuit reads, on another occasion when the plaintiff tried to quit and leave defendant Way locked her in a room for approximately 3 days against her will with no hot water until she was cornered into not leaving. Okay, so the woman's lawsuit also claims Soulja pushed her out of the car, punched her in the head on the 10 defendants' occasions, argued her numerous times. She also said when she tried to leave, Soulja locked her in a room for 3 days. Why is there no criminal case about this though? And that's my thing with this civil stuff versus criminal stuff. Because civil stuff means money, criminal means you go to jail. This is my thing too. I'm not saying you can't file a criminal. I'm not saying you can't file a civil case. But I'm saying like you need to go to the police. Whether you feel like they're not going to believe you or not, you still should try to get something on record if you can. And I know that may be easier said than done, but that's what always be wondering me with these civil cases too. And I can't help but think of that. Again, I'm not saying any of this is true or not true. I don't know. But at the same time, that always is going to be in the back of my mind where it's like, why didn't y'all go to the police or this, that, and the third? And I know what you're saying. You've been locked behind your will. But my thing is this. If you're able to file a civil suit, eventually you got free. And I'm going to just leave it right there. Now, I've seen it where some situations where stuff did go down and the police, they went to the police and they were like, if this is true, we got to do X, Y, Z. And they didn't want to take it that far. So I can see that side too. Again, I don't know her reasoning, but there's a lot of ways you can look at it. Says Soulja has since denied the allegations, telling TMZ in 2021, he says, I vehemently and whatever those were, deny those allegations. I am in contact with my legal team and approximately legal action will be taken against these lies. So pretty much he's denied all the claims about this. He says these aren't the only accusations Soulja Boy has been hit with. He was also accused of physical and SA by ex-girlfriend Nia Riley and Kayla Myers. In 2001, Riley told blogger Tasha K that she suffered a miscarriage after Soulja Boy kicked her in the stomach and threatened her with a gun. He said it took her years to escape the physical grasp of his abuser. Her lawyer Nima told the USA at the time. So I guess they're saying he has a history of this, but I mean, if this is the case, and I know it's easier said than done, so I'm like, well, why does he hasn't had any like real like body brought justice? But I mean, at the end of the day, one thing I always said about the legal system, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, and I'm not saying this is the case, but I'm always gonna say this: if you got the right amount of bag, and it shouldn't be this way, right? And I'm not saying this is him, and I don't know who this may apply to, but I've seen it, and not in this scenario, but I've literally lived it where certain situation happened, the person's lawyers pulled up with the right amount, and the person did what they had to do. They settled it out of court, is what it's called. They settled it out of court. So if you got the right amount of bag, there you go. And I'm going to just leave it right there. And I'm not saying that's just the case here, but I'm just saying that is a thing, and I'm going to leave it right there, right? So let's go ahead and transition to Kanye, and then we'll close out with Diddy. Pause for like the last 30 minutes. This is going to be interesting because I have seen this floating around. Now, I will say personally, I have not listened to the new Kanye West song, but, I've heard snippets, and I know it does feature his daughter, Northwest. Now, one thing we got to give Kanye credit for is that whether we can say that maybe he's goes overboard, if the word I want to use here is safely and loosely, but he is creative, man. I just wish he could get back into like his mode where he could just focus and not be like this. But let's just be honest, man. It comes across like the guy's a ticking time bomb, and he hasn't been the same, and I'm gonna say it 100 times since he's lost some close family members, and I'm gonna leave it right there, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But it says, Ye says he's ready to go to war with Kim Kardashian over Northwest trademark. It says Kim K is using her ownership of North's trademark to prevent Ye from featuring her on a song with Diddy. So I'm guessing right now, and I think it's not the issue that it's Diddy, but it's kind of one of those like, this is something, if you're going to, as co-parenting, you need to, obviously, you want the other person's permission and want their blessing. So if the other person says no, as much as you don't want to, sometimes you just got to let it go. It says, Ye announced he's ready to go toe-to-toe with his ex-wife Kim Kardashian over a trademark for their daughter Northwest's birth name. On Saturday, March 15th, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, which that's what I'm always call him, Kanye. His mama named Kanye, I'm going to call him Kanye. Because, I don't know, this Ye, and I know Ye is technically his legal name to the best of my knowledge. However, I'm just going to, I don't know. I just know Kanye. It's just like whenever you, like, I'll tell you who else goes through, and ironically, we're going to be transitioning to Diddy next. But, pause. But he goes through all the name changes, right? But, I mean, I still remember him when he was originally Puff Daddy, and I'll leave it right there. Where we at real quick, it says, Where we at? On Saturday, March 15th, the artist formerly known as Kanye West hopped on X with a series of posts highlighting how how Kardashian made a move to take ownership of the trademarks related to North's name. The first tweet showed an excerpt from a document that said Kim K is the sole and executive owner of trademarks related to North's name, and that Ye used the moniker is a violation of the former couple's stipulated judgment that has agreed on when they were awarded joint custody of their oldest daughter. So I'm assuming if he signed over and let her have the trademark thing, I mean, you kind of gotta have to get her permissions on it, not only just, from just co-parenting, but legally you have to too. But I guess where Kanye is probably sitting that where it's like, this is my daughter too type of thing. But if she got it in writing in black and white, I mean, it's gonna take a minute, but you're gonna have and the thing is, like, Ye hasn't been doing too great on the legal battles anyway, and looking at some of the videos I seen floating around, no disrespect, but he's been disrespecting the legal aspect things, you know what I mean? When you go up to a judge and stuff like that, or you got to stand in front of a courtroom as a person who's had to do that numerous of times, honestly, man, all you can do, and this sucks, but all you can do is really be on your best behavior, control yourself, and just work it through your attorney, which can be annoying. You can't, you don't want to disrespect the person that's got to make a decision on you. You know what I'm saying? Says, this happened without me being aware. How do you guys feel about this? Ye asked his followers, and the caption of his tweet says the second post showed Ye reiterating what the interpret said about Kardashian being the sole executive owner of the trademark. However, Ye shared a screenshot, the capture of the alleged text exchange with Kim Kardashian regarding the trademark. He says, I'm never speaking to you again, Ye wrote. Kim K replied, I asked you at the time if I can trademark her name. You said yes, and when she's 18, it goes to her. So stop. I sent paper over so she wouldn't be in the Diddy song to protect her. One person has to trademark. We agreed when they were born I would get all of our kids and trademark so no one else would take them. Interesting. So, I mean, if it's what he agreed to, but he probably didn't care at the time because he thought they would just be together forever, Ye then added, amended it, or I'm going to war and neither of us will recover from the public fallout. You're going to have to kill me. Ye is blacking out, bruh. Let's just keep it 100. And I get it, right? I'm not supporting Ye or anything like this or this whole situation, and I'm not saying what Ye does is right, but Ye has been through a lot, man. His mom stuff really hurt him, and then now you can tell he's like, out of the whole divorce situation, no disrespect, but it always feels like Ye is the one who's always like, feel like he's the, how like you ever said like out of a relationship you can tell when one partner or the other partner is bitter. You know what I'm saying? Ye, not a good look, dog. I mean, some stuff you don't have, and this is another thing too. You don't need to put everything on the mother trucking internet. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff is family business. You literally have a song named Family Business, which I listen to frequently, by the way. Some stuff you need to work through with your family. Like, no matter how you slice it and dice it, you and Kim are forever will be family. You know what I mean? Y'all share family. Y'all were married at one point, and to be honest, your DNAs are now crossed forever. You know what I mean? So this is what Kanye tweeted. Says, this happened without me being aware. How do you guys feel about this? And then he put up the caption right here. This is what she, I guess, sent over. This is the actual probably legal document that he probably just signed it and didn't realize it. Or he signed it, but I mean, like, if they got your signature saying it, you pretty much acknowledge that. But if you got proof to say you didn't know, it's going to be another war. My thing is this, Ye should be tired of going to court, dog. I'm tired for you because I'm so glad I got my shit out the way, dog. It get to the point where I know of some people, and I've been of this, right? Like, sometimes you just go ahead and do what you got to do just to end the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, your bro, like, okay, whatever. I'm going to just walk a tightrope for the next 2-3 years because I ain't got time for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I got to move on with my life because legal battles can take years. And it's stressful. It could take months. It could take years. If you take it all the way back off mode, but on mode, if you take it back to the Thugger case, That joint, they sat in, look how long him and YFN Lucci and all them sat in jail before they even went to trial. You know? No bail. You know? It says Kim is the sole owner, executive owner of all the trademarks relating to Northwest name, including Northwest mark. Ye's use of North names, likeness, and trademark is a connection with the recording is not only a violation of the parties' 2022 stipulated judgment as the parties share joint legal custody, but also an infringement under the state and felony or federal laws. Kim does not believe their participation in the project in North's best interest and asked. Okay, yeah, so she don't think it's in her best interest, and I understand that. Kim is, so we read that real quick. Yeah, that's pretty much, and then we got Ye says, the first screen grab shows that I'm not playing. So this is pretty much, I guess he has her name as Kim K, or maybe that's what she saved as her profile. But this is the text message right here, apparently, that's been going around. Says, I'm never speaking to you again. And then she said, I asked this, so stop it, read this. One person has a trademark. We agreed to it when you were born. Okay, cool, read that one, amended it. You're going to kill me. So that's pretty much what he said. Ye went on to discuss the new dynamic between him and his children, alleging that his input on his own children or raised were taken from him by the Kardashian mob. Hulu and Disney has part of the bigger agenda to use the selective breed black children to be platforms to influence black people. So, I mean, this is my thing. I kind of understand where Ye is coming from because from the outside looking in, you know, I don't know how often he gets to see his children. It's probably whenever he wants to. But, you know, he still has to follow probably rules and regulations that they have in black and white. And that could be taking some getting used to. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know his whole situation, so I'm not trying to speak on it. He says, I don't want to just see my kids. Okay, cool. I don't want to just see my kids. I need to raise them. I need to have say-so of where they go to school and who their friends are, whose houses they sleep over. So I get it, yeah. Whether my daughters wear lipstick and perfume, all these rights have been taken from me by the Kardashian mob, Hulu and Disney, and the bigger agenda to use them selectively breed black children to be platforms to the influence black people. This is my thing. I get what he's saying. Like, cause if you're like, so when you go through this type of situation, even if you get joint, I know what you're saying, cause this is a thing, right? What a lot of people don't know. If you've never been through this shit, right? This is what it is, right? So they say like, when you get joint custody, there's two forms, right? There's two forms, and this is where all this shit comes into play. And I'm not picking a side here, but this is the problem with the legal system that they need to fucking fix. So there's joint custody where that means, yeah, cool, y'all supposed to have the same say, so one person can't do nothing without the other person. But that problem that fucking kills it is whenever you have the physical custody. So there's two. So joint legal custody means you and the parent have the same rights, this and the third. One person can't do one thing without the other. But then that physical custody part where it's hard, and I think the legal system, I got my thoughts on that too, where who the child is going to be with majority of the time. So even if Ye's on the phone or FaceTime and saying no, and he's not physically there to pull up real quick, you know, because of his job or what have you, then yeah, who say the other parent won't do what they want to do? Then what are you supposed to do to fix that? You know? And I'm not taking up for Ye here, but that I'm assuming that may be some of the case. And I'm not saying that's what he's experiencing, but at the same time, that assumes what he's like alluding to, and I don't know. So this is all alleged and opinionated base. Says he went on to say, just seeing my kids like visitation is like I'm in prison. Seeing my kids. He ends his post saying he doesn't care about the opinions of P-word celebrities. I'm not going to use that, but yeah, they are slaves to the Jews. And I'm going to just leave it right there. But I get what he's saying, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was trying to get at. Whoever has the physical custody, the other parent, yes, you have the right to see your child. You get visitation. But at the same time, it does kind of feel like that, you know. I'm glad my parents didn't do that type of thing because we were in a similar situation. And my thing is this, honestly, once my parents, it took them a couple years, But once they got like cool or whatever, it was like I could pull up to the pressure was off me. I could pull up to either parent house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I stay with one parent majority of the time, but the other parent, like, they would just pull up randomly, and or if I just wanted to go to the other parent's house, I could go. Like, I literally just looked at it like having two homes. Like, and I'm not, and this is just from me, from the kid looking outside in. Now, my parents may could probably tell you their side slightly different. It says, just seeking my kids like visitation, read that part. So I'm gonna read on through the rest of the article real quick. It says, Ye has since went ahead and posted the unreleased song of Diddy titled "The Lonely Road Still Go to Sunshine" featuring King Combs, which that's Diddy's son, Northwest, and the artist Ye signed from Chicago named Jasmine Williams. Check out the song below. I'm not gonna check it out, but yeah, that's where all this is probably stemming from. And again, I get it. I'm not trying to go there real quick. And then latest update on this joint right here, just like 2 hours ago, from what I got from it, Kim Kardashian reportedly on the verge of stripping joint legal custody of their kids from Kanye West. This my thing. That's gonna be expensive, you know, and I'm pretty sure they don't spend a lot of money on legal fees. And my thing is this, unless she had, and not saying she don't have a good reasoning, but at the same time, she's gonna have to provide all that. But then this is my thing. Ye is not helping himself in this situation by doing all these antics on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that you've seen him and her have been arguing this and the third, but at the same time, they haven't, like, to the best of my knowledge, there's no physical abuse in there. But verbal abuse can be just as painful too, right? So two wrongs don't make a right. What they need to do, sit down, try to have a conversation. And yeah, you really kind of just have to kind of control your temper, dog. I mean, because to be honest, and I'm not taking Kim's side on this one, but the antics and stuff that Ye's doing, it does make a person want to be kind of stand back before you let somebody have the child. Do you think they're mentally there? You know, I'm going to be honest. We can all be fair. Kanye and his mental don't always come off as the greatest. You know, I'm not saying he is or ain't, but I could see where she's probably a little, you know, skeptical, you know? It says it appears that Kanye West more recently tweets have sent Kim Kardashian over the edge, and it seems she's weighing all her options now. Kim Kardashian has been put through the ringer by Kanye West directly and indirectly, whether it be alleged text conversation between them or Twitter explosions. The model and businesswoman has had it. At least that's what TMZ and the sources are hitting at. They are reporting that Kim K is considering taking away complete joint legal custody of their 4 kids. That's got to be sided up on a judge unless Ye signs off on it, because you can settle that stuff out of court too. But I'm going to keep reading here. It says those would be Northwest, Chicago, Saint, and Palms. This is my thing. I don't hear, not saying that he doesn't spend time with other kids, but I think Northwest, with her being the oldest, is probably why we get a more scenes of the compared to the other kids. The report thought process stems from Kanye West's latest aforementioned rants on the social media platform. However, it has truly begun on Friday, March 14th. Then the rap mogul agreed in a mediation with Kim Kardashian and the lawyer, as well as his lawyer. It says it was over their oldest child, Northwest, and her inclusion on a track called "Lonely Road Still Go to Sunshine." This may be a chance this could end up as on Bully later this year. Kim Kardashian strongly disagreed. North could end up on Bully. We read that disagreement being on the song. And per the divorce settlement, they have equal power when it comes to making decisions for their child. That's joint legal custody, by the way. That's what joint legal custody means. But physical custody, different ball game. And I'm pretty sure that's what Kanye want, is a 50-50 physical custody, you know. But at the same time, if his work, stuff like that, the judges them, I don't know why they don't do that. You know what I mean? And this is what kills me, is they're going to tell you, like, hey, every situation and stuff like that is different. But it really is a standard that's kind of not cool, and it needs to be broken if a person have to go to court. You know, again, certain things should be vetted too. I don't want to sit up here and say, like, just give it to them. You know what I mean? Like, they can improve it. I'll say this, they can be improved. It says, our issue with all the possibility has to do with the fact that the track includes a phone conversation between Kanye West and Diddy. After talking things out, Ye agreed to not release the version with Northwest on it. But I guess apparently he did decided to release something. So she heard the song before it even came out. And I'm not going to play the joint right here. Ye released a new song. I'm not going to play it because of copyrights, and I know we can still do fair use, but usually with the song stuff, they don't give you no, like, balance, right? They just like, all right, whatever. It says, however, the Chicago breed MC eventually shared it on Twitter anyway. He reached this conclusion after tweeting out, the man makes the final decision. This then spawned at a lengthy, heated response for the Kardashian mob. Looks like we got Slayer in the building. Says, what's Gucci 100? What up, what up, what up, what up? Y'all smash that like button. It says, in which he vented his frustration over not being able to be with his kids physically. I don't want, yeah, so pretty much we read that part. And I get it. That's what this is. He's honestly, he's trying to handle it to the best of his ability, and he's trying to use his creativity to actually, you know, speak out about this. And I see that too. But I mean, I feel like you got to take a different route when it comes to your kids. You know, and I'm going to just leave it right there on that one. It says, as reportedly stands, Kim Kardashian is unaware of what to do. In general, Ye rarely sees their children as it is, so physical custody is not really the problem. She actually does want her kids to have a connection with Kanye overall. Even in terms of legal custody, he's not that involved either. However, with him being so erratic and arrogant or ignorant to the stipulations of their settlement, she's seriously considering just pulling the plug to be safe. I mean, that's going to be easier said than done. Let me put this. It's going to be expensive, but hell, the Kardashians got it, right? And at least it appears that they got it, right? So we'll see how that goes. But apparently the song features Diddy voiceover on there. And lately, Kanye has been supporting Diddy. So I'm not going to read this article real quick because I think we broke that down from the first article. So let's transition to this Diddy situation for like the last like 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap things up here for the night. So pretty much, man, as you can see, update from Diddy. Lawyers, right? Diddy's lawyers claim that CNN destroyed the original video copy of Cassie, the Cassie assault, and Cassie lawyers actually respond. Now, that's my thing where this is such a big deal because I think if I had to guess, and I don't know, I'm assuming Diddy's legal team wants this thrown out because that video, let's just keep it 100, dog, it doesn't show him in the best of light. And even though technically that case is settled already, you still don't want to use that as evidence. And so that's a big deal. And my thing is this, I personally think, right? Obviously, I don't think that will show Diddy in the best light. But if they settled out of court and he paid her and everything like that and all's good, I feel like that should not be a part of it. But at the same time, you know, if he's going to do a trial by jury, ironically, right? And I'm just going to say this. Trial by jury is one of the most expensive cases you can have, right? And yes, Diddy got it. But my thing is this, you don't want your jury seeing this type of evidence because that definitely doesn't help you. But also, you think about it. Have you ever been called for jury duty? You know what I'm saying? They vet these people and ask them certain questions and they pick the jury, right? Because it's, 12 jurors? You know what I'm saying? Judged by 12 is a saying they call it. But yeah, so with all that being said, they don't want them to see this. But then again, even as a person like me, like, all I do is really like YouTube, I watch TV, and I'm putting out content and chilling. If I've seen it floating around, just imagine all the people you got that got social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really be active in social media like that, but everybody's seen this floating around. So you got to pick from a set of people who have never supposedly seen the video, you know? And that's why I feel like this is also borderline unfair, but at the same time, they got to start somewhere, I guess. Says Diddy legal team has alleged that the footage was altered by CNN and the original copy was destroyed. Well, this is my thing. This is my thing, dog. If something ever made it out there, it's hard to say it's fully destroyed. It's just like whenever the saying is simple, like when something's been deleted, it can be recovered. You may have to spend some more money to get somebody to go deeper into the rabbit hole, but if it's surfaced on the cyber web or the internet, it could easily, I ain't gonna say easily, but it can be brought back to life if somebody got the time. It says Diddy legal team has alleged that the CNN destroyed the original copy of the 2016 hotel security video that showed the disgraced Bad Boy Records founder brutally assaulting his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. And I'm not going to click to play the video because we've already seen, it's not a good look. And I'm not trying to say I'm a Diddy supporter, this and the third. I'm all for fairness. As reported by TMZ, Diddy's defense team filed a new legal documents about evidence in his racketeering, X trafficking, and transportation for purposes of prostitution case. They wrote that this is disturbing footage which featured Diddy kicking and dragging Cassie in the hallway of the Continental Hotel, or the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, was published by CNN after the network purchased it from an unidentified party. Diddy's lawyers alleged that the original copy of the surveillance footage was altered and edited and then destroyed. So, I mean, they're trying to get this thrown out. And I can't really blame them because they know this is going to be, that ain't going to help his case. And like I said, I don't know what it is for Diddy. And I've talked to certain family members and I've talked to people in the Discord about the situation. I don't see him getting the max time. But he gonna have to spend a lot of money, and I'm pretty sure he's already doing that already. He's selling homes and stuff like that. He's trying to make sure his lawyers is good because lawyers is not cheap. And let me clarify this: even if you get an attorney that's not good, in my opinion, there still could be expensive, right? We heard it right away from Tory Lanez last week on when he dropped his album. Like he dropped like 200. Like Chris Brown was helping him out because like his lawyer need 200,000, 300,000. Which, you know what I'm saying? Like, he, not saying he ain't got it, but he still got other bills too. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to fight his innocent. You know what I mean? And these attorneys, they don't really want no, unless it's like super publicity, which Meg and Tory's situation was super publicity, but like, they not gonna cut you no break. They usually want their money up front, or you gotta make it before they go to court. You know what I'm saying? They make sure they get paid first. And you know the sucky part about an attorney, they always end it with like, we can't guarantee nothing. But it's like you charging, in my opinion, you charging like you can though. You know? It says Diddy defense team said that the footage was edited by a covering the timestamp and then changing the video sequence. They also allege that it was sped up in its editing to make it falsely appear that the actions in the video are taking place faster than they are. His lawyers argued, and this, I mean, if it happened, it happened. You know what I'm saying? It may happen over time, but at the same time, like, it still happened, you know, from what we've seen. And I don't know, but the video, whether it's sped up or not, still, I mean, maybe with what they're claiming is true, it may have made things worse, but I mean, slow-mo probably would have made it even worse too, or slowing it down when the events happen. So I guess what they're trying to say, like, this was like way longer than what it is. Let's see. His lawyers argued that as a result, the video of the assault does not fairly and accurately display the events in the question and should not be used as evidence of Diddy's alleged behavior. It says in response shared with TMZ, Cassie's lawyer Douglas Wigdor, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, has denied the claims that the footage was altered. Wigdor said that it's unsurprising that his legal team would make a distinguished argument to exclusive the disturbing video from being shown to the jury in the upcoming trial. Wigdor said that he is confident the video fairly and accurately represents what happened to his client and will be admitted into evidence in Diddy's case. So he said that he's confident that this did happen, and it's not. So Diddy's team is trying to get it thrown out. Now, Cassie's team saying that, you know, and they're not, I don't think they're into it, but for the prosecution, they're trying to keep it. And Cassie's attorney saying that it's not altered and they believe it will be admitted as evidence. So Diddy's legal team is probably going to have to find a different route. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But at the same time, I don't blame them for taking every single route that they feel like they need to represent their client to the fullest, because that's what he's paying them to do. I will keep it 100 though. I like how Diddy's just kind of been locked down, keeping a low profile. Why his name keeps coming up, but it's not Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's mumbling, grumbling. Diddy's showing you how to do it, dog. You know what I'm saying? You get in a little trouble, you got to pay. He find out who his real friends are. You know what I'm saying? Which he already knew that to begin with. So honestly, he's holding it down. And I'm not, again, I don't want to seem like I'm representing Diddy or anything like that, but I'm proud that he's not on somebody's social media, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? The disgraced rapper's lawyers plan to file legal documents to exclude the video as evidence in the trial. Prosecutors have expressed that their intent to use the video against Diddy in the federal case. Diddy is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn as he awaits the trial on multiple crime charges. Again, everybody's got their situation about this one, and this is my thing too, and this is the latest on this too, and then we'll wrap this thing up for the last 5 minutes. I don't know. I'm not saying these abuse charges, but that's thrown out. But all these like physical, like I'll just call it for what it is, sex crimes. Again, from what I've seen in the videos and stuff they watched, they said it looked like everybody knew what was going on, and you know what I'm saying. I've also said this to a whole bunch of people. If you watch those tapes, which no, I don't want to see them at all, but if you're looking through that as evidence, if some of these are regulars, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been a few people come out and say like, yes, I wanted to be there. Yes, I knew it was going down. Yes, that's just what we do. I don't think you should hold that against them. So it says, where we at, it says, showdown over critical Cassie tape takes center stage at the latest Diddy pretrial hearing. Says Diddy appeared in the pretrial hearing looking grayer than his previous appearances. At the center of the hearing was the Cassie video, which the government considers critical evidence. Which that's my thing. That's their biggest thing on this joint where it says gray-haired and gray-beard Sean Jones Combs appeared. And so my thing is this: he can't take care of himself how he wants to. He can't do his typical die and this and the third, and we all know that. So again, hopefully they don't put out any more images on this man right now, because this man is obviously don't want to be in the public eye right now. Appeared in the Manhattan Daniel Patrick courthouse on Friday afternoon in one of the final hearings before his federal trial of trafficking and racketeering begins. So Diddy's in the fight for his life, if you ask me, man. I don't think these civil cases, I don't think Diddy's not really worried about those. You know, even if you lose, like, what are you going to do? Take my pride? Oh, well, I'll get it back. You know, this is his life, though. He want to come home to his kids. It says, wearing a tan jumpsuit, he seemed in good spirits despite his changed appearance, blowing kisses to his family members in the audience, and which included his mother, 2 of his children. During the proceedings, he pleaded not guilty to the new superseding indictment, which included an additional accusation related to the racketeering case. So, I mean, he's in there. He can't really take care of himself like that. Granted, some of these cats be coming out, getting their hair braided, this and the third. I'm not going to ask who does it in there. It says, the Bad Boy Mogul trial, originally scheduled to begin on May 5th, was pushed back a week during the Friday's hearing, with the coveted that the exact start date may change depending on how long it takes to select a jury. So May 5th, but it could change if it takes him forever. You know what I'm saying? It says, in addition, Diddy's attorney continued to argue that the first advance in the letter to the Cassies to the judge Thursday, that the CNN video, which appears to show Diddy assaulting Cassie Ventura, a piece of evidence that the government considers critical to the case, that Diddy was involved in both trafficking, racketeering, and physical assault. I feel like, to be honest, right, this is a big deal. And let me tell you why. I don't know, but I feel like this video is kind of like the biggest thing they got on them. Everything else I feel like can be, not saying it's not legal, but I feel like if they get this out, if they can get this evidence thrown out, that would be a big win for Diddy temporarily, because I feel like that's the strongest thing they got against him. All the other videos that I've been hearing floating around that they've been watching is like, hey, everybody agreed to pull up to whatever the fuck was supposed to go down. I don't know what went down, but you even heard several people that speak out and like, I went there, it was cool, and never seen none of that. Nobody's like, think about this. Out of all the people that's speaking on Diddy, nobody has come out to say that they were a part of the freak offs, quote unquote, right? And my thing is this: even if it was, it's like, bro, except for one person. He did an interview with Vlad, of course, right? I forgot the guy's name. Now, he was saying all this stuff that went down, but it seems like something that everybody agreed upon. Now, Diddy's never spoke on it. And again, we don't know if that guy was telling the truth either. You know what I'm saying? We got to leave it for what it is. Jury selection for the trial. Judge Aaron decided as the hearing will proceed in 2 stages. Writing questionnaires will be given to the possible jurors over a few days in late April. After that, in-person questioning of prospective jurors known as a Baudire, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, and legal presidents. And it says will begin May 5th. The intention, judge explained, is opening statements and the trial will begin a week later after May 12th. Look like the Vines in the building. Says, what up, Polo? What up, what up, what up? I'm about to get ready to wrap things up here. Just reading this last little part. It says, Baudire will be sequestered, the judge ruled, meaning that the jurors will be kept away from each other during questioning, a step sometimes taken in high-profile cases to prevent people from sharing opinions. Because you can be easily persuaded by somebody else. Because some people may just think how one person thinks just because, like, okay, cool, you convinced me, I see what he's saying, and I'm going to do like that. They want everybody to think for themselves. As for the CNN video, Diddy's lead attorney, Mark Appanino, said that in a piece of evidence, this is deceptive and it is retaliate as an assertion from Thursday's letter. The CNN video has run through editing software and had kept a copy of the original unedited footage. Parts of the video, he said, were reordered and some sections have been sped up. So, I mean, if it's altered, it's been altered. Whether it's just sped up, this is my thing. If it's sped up just to get to the point, because think about it, if it took a little bit of time, that's still, in my opinion, that's a tough call on the judge, is because reality is that is altered. And if the video's altered, then yeah, you don't want to use that. I don't feel like you should use it. It says CNN reported on Thursday that claims that the video has been edited. Where we at real quick, it says CNN never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy of the footage, which was retained by the source and spokesman for CNN told USA Today. CNN aired the story about the video several months before Combs was arrested. I mean, I feel like this was all kind of, they knew this was coming down the pipeline. I feel like even Diddy knew this was coming down the pipeline. It says prosecutors responded to the claims. Government prosecutors said they would get multiple witnesses to testify about the events shown in the video to prove its accuracy. They also said that it had additional footage provided by a witness of the original unedited surveillance video recorded on the witness phone. It says judge asked that Diddy's attorney to consider it if he thought the CNN video had been edited, whether he could re-edit it, create a version put back in chronological order and change back to the original speed. He called it a compromise. That's my thing. They're saying like y'all can come to a compromise and put it back in the original order. That's going to be easier said than done, dog. Because y'all got to have the original video, I feel like, to do that. You know what I'm saying? If it's sped up and moved, like case in point, when I make a YouTube short or I make a YouTube video, I do like little light editing, but I mean, like, to be honest, you would need the original. I'll say it's much easier if you have my original video if you're trying to put it back of how I shot it. So case in point, I'll give you an example, right? How my video is edited, right? When I do like an unboxing and an on feet, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know me, like if I do the joint where I show you the shoe in the beginning, but I'm telling you throughout the video, y'all watch me unbox the joint. To be honest, those when I show y'all's like, you know, say like blah blah to reimagine, I'm holding the shoe up, but I hadn't unboxed the shoe yet in the beginning. I shoot that part last, but think about it. When I'm editing, I gotta put that part first in the beginning of the video. That's an edit. That's an edit. You know what I'm saying? Just FYI for the people who, you know, y'all know. It says, after the video became public last year, Diddy apologized, saying my behavior in the video was inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions, and that the video, I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then, and I did it now, and I'm disgusted now. This is my thing, man. We're only human at the end of the day, so you got to give the man the benefit of the doubt. And let's close out for the last little bit. It says, one new tidbit. One of the notable details emerged towards the end of the hearing where Diddy's lawyer mentioned that Diddy's legal team recently came in possession of a great deal of medical records, including details of prescription medications. He did not say whose records they were. Also, as a result of the prescription drug records, he said he intends to call the pharmacy expert during the trial. Two sides will meet again April 25th for what is currently scheduled to be the final pretrial conference. So there you go right there. Latest update on Diddy. Let me put myself back on the main screen real quick. This is going to be very interesting how this turned out. I'm very curious how it's going to go. Like I said, I've talked to certain family members about this, and I'm like, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be I'm scheduled for I'm curious after the jury is picked and this and the third, how long would the trial take though? You know, like even the ASAP Rocky and other cases like in the Meg and Tory stage, that took like 2 weeks, you know? But if you look at Thug them, their stuff was like over a year, and it honestly, if Thug wouldn't have pled guilty, that's in the third, it was just, you know, you never know. It depends on how long it takes. And to be honest, how long you think people's attention spans are short nowadays? You know what I'm saying? You expect somebody to listen for like over a month. If you think of that, YNW Melly's case, it ran for 2 months to get the mistrial, and then he got to go back again. You know, it's one of those, the judge will set a time and they have to figure it out and work within that. But that completes pretty much Music Monday for the night, man. I've been on this joint for an hour and 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. The people that did comment, y'all definitely smash that like button, sub to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. What I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and you know this is Music Monday. I'll be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. But until then, yeah, man, y'all find me in the Discord, and I got more content on the way as well. Yeah, and I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. December. Who broke my heart can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December.